We're gonna spark it back up. We're gonna spark it back up. We're gonna see if we live where we supposed to be. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are live on Facebook, and in 5 seconds we will be live on our network. I'm waiting on it to pop up over there, because that is what we do. We don't start the show unless it's a free go, a full go, yeah, a free go, yeah, a full go. And we are live right there on GCTv Roku. Let me show the brothers. So what people don't know is if you are live on GCTv Network Roku, then that means you are also live on our mobile app. So I'm gonna show these brothers right here. Y'all don't know. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, right there. Yeah, maybe you can see that, or right there. There you go. But if we're live on the website, we're live on the TV. It's basically the point I'm getting to. My good people, when I tell y'all we got a banger for you today, wait till y'all hear. No, I ain't even gonna tell y'all who they are yet. But when I tell you the name of their video is Protect Our Queen, plural. All of us, even the bald head ones. When I tell y'all that their video and their album is called The Soul Needs Healing, y'all know, but hey, this is not your average CEO, K-Bay, and I almost jumped through the speaker box when I heard this music, y'all. So I want y'all to stay tuned, and y'all know, over here in Grind City, we don't do no favors. We only do good business, so I ask you, my good people, let's do some good business and share. We're gonna get into some station identification, and we'll be right back, because I'm excited for this one, y'all. This is GoLiveTv, Grind City Live, baby. Let's go. Told you I was a fool. The brothers is here! The brothers is here! This is not your ever CEO, K-Bay, and I'm here with Keith Chandler in the Hitsystem. What's up, brothers?
What's going on?
Oh, man. I'm super excited to talk to you all. Your music is phenomenal, and we will get to that soon. First of all, I would like to give you guys an opportunity to tell everyone a little bit about who you are and where you are from. Let's start with you, Keith, and then we'll head over to the Hitsystem. Go.
All right, so my name is Keith Chandler, artist from Jersey City, New Jersey. I'm an artist as well as an educator, mental health advocate, all that good stuff. And yeah, I got a new project out with the Hitsystem called The Soul Needs Healing. And one thing about me is they call me the rapper with a PhD because I'm also a full-time college professor as well as hip-hop artist.
Well, you're telling all the whole interview, bro. Let me ask you, dang, bro, it's over, y'all. Let's just talk the hit now, because Keith just spilled all the beans. I can go home now. It's a wrap. All right, now, Hit, tell everybody about you, family.
What's going on? It's your boy, the Hitsystem. Calling straight out of Jersey City. Producer, composer, songwriter, and singer. I've been doing it for a while now, and got a great new project with my guy right here, Keith. And yeah, Soul Needs Healing.
Man, did y'all hear that? The soul needs healing. If that ain't the truth in this time right now, brothers, y'all nailed it. First of all, how'd you guys hook up?
All right, so I guess we can start back in when I was living in Baltimore for a little bit, and when I left Baltimore, I came back to Jersey where we're from, and I wanted to create a platform for producers and rappers to kind of like network with each other. So me and my company, I have a production company called True Living LLC. We started this event called Where Beats Meet Bars. And the event is really an open cypher event where we provide a platform for rappers and producers. And our thing is, what we wanted to do is actually pay the artists to be able to come and showcase their talents. So what we did is we would broadcast it out to producers to come in and play beats, and then we have rappers come and rap over those beats in cypher mode. And at the end of the night, the winners will walk away with up to $200 in cash prizes.
Wow. I can't rap, but I talk a lot of stuff. Can I get in? Because I need that 200.
I mean, we're digital now, so it's on GCTv. I'll make sure I send you the link the next one we have.
I would love to check that out. So, yeah. Hit, you were one of those producers?
Yeah, I was one of the, but I so luckily had beats on me. And so I played a couple of beats. Couple of the other rappers for the show, they went in on a couple of the beats. I won that show, and then I got invited back the following month to be one of the headlining guest producers for the next show.
You got the $200?
No, I got the $100.
I got the $100 then.
Well, we were giving the rappers the 200 and the producers the 100.
Oh, they should flip that. I'm sorry. Producers are way more valuable. I'm sorry.
But it was unexpected. It was unexpected, so I left it with 100.
That's a quick 100, bro. I ain't even mad at you. Bless you for that, because you know a lot of artists want to be paid for what it is that they do, and I get it. I understand it, but I also get the business aspect. If you're not bringing in enough people, you can't just walk in and expect to get paid. So that was a very dope concept to say, hey, you got to bring people to win because people got to vote for you. We can talk about that all day. I used to do a lot of stuff. So, but let's talk about where you're from. I've been in Jersey, and I tell you, I'm from Pittsburgh, right? And Pittsburgh people think they know what poor is. All right? They think they know what poor is. And mind you, we do have some hoods here that are bad. But I went to Jersey, Baltimore, Jersey, and I went to the projects in Jersey. You know that building, those buildings is like rough. My soul cried.
Yeah.
And the elevator was, one of the elevators was broke. Now I ain't no punk, but I had my knife open in my hoodie because I ain't know what was gonna go on in this place. How do you smile? How do you keep those beautiful glows coming from environments like that?
I mean, I would say it's just, us being able to stay focused and having a good support system around you. One of the things that, I always talk to people about just my trajectory when it comes to where I'm at in my life. A lot of that came from some of those hardships and being in those conditions and trying to find a way to survive. and just being lucky enough to have along the road, come into face-to-face interaction with people who could provide, a different outlet, is definitely a benefit for me. But being in the conditions that I was in and being involved in certain things that I wasn't too proud of myself early on, it allowed me to learn in college that everybody doesn't have that opportunity, and sometimes it's just the draw of the straw. But if you have people that can leave and then come back and provide even more opportunities, then the likelihood to survive is a lot better. So mine, I always say, I think about my creator and, the circumstances he put me in, and just kind of trusting and knowing that I'll be able to pay it forward.
What about you, Hit?
A lot of the same values. Like you said, just growing up around a great atmosphere, just being cut from a different cloth. There's a lot of distractions where we come from, a lot of distractions, but having the ability to stay well grounded and having purpose. I think having purpose for me was just knowing that I could do music very well, and being able to change the scope, if you will. For people that's going through any type of hardship, I'm pretty sure that there are certain people that use music as therapy, and so if you can actually gravitate, you know what I mean, have them gravitate towards whatever music that you're doing, and if you can make them feel a certain way, then I think you've accomplished something. You know what I mean? And so
brother, you accomplished it, because when I heard the music, I got the feeling a certain way, brother. I commend you, young man. Mr. Keese, you said, I have a PhD. Please tell the people what you have a PhD in.
I have a PhD in social work from the illustrious Morgan State University. Always got to shout out HBCU.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as well as a master's from there. So, I try to use, just my educational status to also be able to, encourage and motivate and inspire.
Man, we're going to talk a little bit more about the type of work that you do, but I think they need to hear this song so they can understand what You're Not Your Average CEO is tripping about. Let's get into this. Accepted. Now, you produced this hit?
I did.
One thing about
you come over, Keys, and you just so cool. Listen, it's called Accepted, y'all. Check this out, man. Keith Chandler and the Hitsystem. This is super dope. Check this out. Hey, give some loves and likes. I'm telling you, I promise you, you will. We'll be right back. This is Grind City TV Live. Go Live TV, baby. I am not your average CEO. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's get it off. Yeah. The soul needs. The soul needs. Yeah, feel like a legend in the making. Still I'm fighting my doubts, I know it gotta be Satan. Yeah, the formula that I created is stronger than those risks working that Pyrex when that bass mix. Double entendre, bass working the trouble. The soul needs healing, I make do for my brothers. I dap dope dealers, reminding them that they gods, but the most high is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, I said the soul needs healing. Been a tough year for us all since the beginning. Let's grab the energy back and give it a different feeling when you take the hit system and mix it with true and living. Yeah, I said the soul needs healing. Been a tough year for us all since the beginning. Let's grab the energy back and give it a different feeling. No cap, that will give 2020 a strong finish. Knees on necks and bullets up in our queens. You see in this country lynchings embedded up in our genes. Unread text from leaders asking for me to give my 2 cents, but change is all we need, yeah. Sam Cookie got that heat up in his chest. Funny, every black revolution that we know is put to death. They been moving super foul, ain't nobody calling text. Niggas out here balling out with them unemployment checks. I ain't judging, just looking for what is next. We need to lift each other up and make sure we doing the best. Just listen to Dr. Rapper, I live it through every breath. I'm stretching it, warming up, this ain't even a fucking flex, playing dirty, I'm never keeping it clean. So sometimes I gotta channel my inner Draymond Green. I'm coaching and I'm developing everyone on my team. I ain't letting anybody go harder for me than me. Kinda embarrassing, watching how y'all move that way. It's backwards, how you paying for followers who don't ever pay. Y'all just want the views and likes. I've been buying jewels and ice, investments from merch I sold. I call that moving right. I love my people, they support anything solid with. I'm putting work in my hood to college and they can't knock it. Not's been known to keep a promise, so it's still gangbangers and scholars. It's all welcome to knowledge. Yeah, I said the soul needs healing. Been a tough year for us all since the beginning. Let's grab the energy back and give it a different feeling when you take the hit system and mix it with true and living. Yeah, I said the soul needs healing. Been a tough year for us all since the beginning. Let's grab the energy back and give it a different feeling. No cap, that will give 2020 a strong finish.
City affiliates, we go hard. Is you down? Is you down? Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Look around, you'll see. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. If you down with the underground, you floating this way, why? Grind City affiliates, we go hard. You know we got that illness, that realness. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Don't play with the ish, come with the realness. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Representing the grind in all the cities across the world. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Representing the grind in all the cities across the world. Grind City affiliates, we go hard.
Grind City, baby.
Shout out to all the
That's the
grind.
thing. Not a guarantee, right?
That's
So
a
we
fact.
gotta maximize our time. What's cracking, my good people? We are busy. We got Keith Chandler and a Hitsystem on here. I'm telling you, these brothers are phenomenal. Now, you named that song "Accept It," but all I heard, well, I heard all of it, but what stuck to me was "The Soul Needs Healing," which is the name of the album. Why did you not name the song "The Soul Needs Healing"?
So the way I attack certain music and when I craft projects is very weird. Like I can't get motivation to make certain songs unless I have a track list put together. Like I have to have the track list and know the direction that I want to go per song. And the reason why I decided to name the track "Accept It" is because I started to think about the navigation through the healing process, right? When you think about the healing process, the very first thing that you have to do is accept what breathing and everything, right? You have to accept that before you can start to make the right steps moving forward. That's why the next one is rise above it, protect our queens, respect your G's. You start getting to action mode. But the first piece of action has to be that accountability and accept it, right? The message, accepting the direction, accepting the things that you go through. So, a lot of the things, like we said before in the track where I said, I ain't letting anybody go harder for me than me. It's like, you got to accept the fact that if you got hurt from asking people to assist you, that was your level of accountability being placed on other people outside of yourself.
Yes, sir.
So,
Speak that truth, brother. Well, you know what? You ain't have to check me like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got hurt. I was damaged, brother. No, but you're absolutely to change my mindset of what I thought people were supposed to do because I was giving, right? So we're givers, right? We're these nurturing beings. So we give all this energy and all this love, and we expect the people either know what to give back or know how to give back, neither of which a lot of people do, right? So that's going to lead me into this mental health aspect that you work with. Now, do you work in mental health as well, or you just give the music to the soul and it travel to the brain? Like, how does this work?
So basically, when he came through, like he said, it comes out in terms of a track list has to be made for him, and his creative process is incredible. So much, and so is mine. But I think that I got a sample. I believe it was a Hubert Law sample. I had a dream and just flipped it. It was like last minute. This wasn't even gonna make the album. Like, this was not even gonna make the album. And I think like last day of the last session, wrapping up everything, played it, and he was just like, don't doubt, and then there was a whole process of it all in it. Yeah. But in terms of mental health, I'm very much aware of it. I don't have a deep dealing with it, but I'm very much aware of it.
Oh, now you know what? You may say that on the surface, but I would beg to disagree with you. And I'm going to tell you why. You produce. We talk with these, right? And you can't have a connection. You can't not make music and not have a mental connection to to a healthy mental health, right? So even when we are dysfunctional as creators, that music helps balance. When we are creating, I'm sick to the core if I can't create.
Right.
Right? I can get physically sick if I don't create. And I know a lot of creators like that. When I have creator's block, it hurts me physically.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's
you feel
true.
Me?
That's
so
true.
Let's talk about it, Mr. Keys, because mental health is something. There are a few topics that our community likes to kind of overlook. One is sexual abuse, in my opinion, especially when it comes to young girls, boys too now, right? And another thing is what goes on in the house stays in the house. That thing there, you know that thing there, and I think that has a lot to do with the lapse of coverage and attention being paid to mental health. What do you suggest people do when they're feeling like they're unbalanced?
I can see it's a lot of it is, really in the music and the direction, that I took within the process. That was actually the motivation behind it, and trying to speak to people through my art. As I was going through my own, roadblocks in my creativity, but not even just that, but also, within my mental health and during this pandemic and being in the house and, having life events occur and so much loss. It was very difficult, even as a mental health advocate, to say, okay, some of these things that, I teach and some of the things that I've learned within my education, I need to implement those. And it really was about taking time to step back, look across the board and say, okay, where do my supports lie? Right? So, throughout the creation of, the album, I was in therapy, the whole time. And
first of all, I don't mean to stop you right here, but I do. First of all, if I had a hat on, I'd take it off for you. Because that right there is one of the most difficult things for a man, let alone a young man, let alone an African-American young man, to admit. And I think, like you said, you gotta accept it. Sometimes you have to say, I need help, and I'm not afraid to go get it. So you just told everybody that's watching this and will watch this, hey, I felt like I needed some help, and I went and I got that help. And when you listen to the album, you can tell that it worked. So I salute you. Carry on. Sorry, I just had to. I salute you, bro. Carry on.
But no, I mean, like you said, you gotta admit that, you're not well. A lot of us, we sit there and we drink through it, or, we smoke through it, or we have sex through it, or we gamble through it. Like, when you figure out that, those things, can mask what you're feeling, temporarily, but it's not going to lead to an overall, solution, you then have to look at what you have, the health system there are a lot of resources, and I think one thing that helped for me was just that my therapist was African. She was Jamaican, and she ain't hold no cut card. So she always, if there was something that she needed to share with me, or something that she thought what I need to work on, or I wasn't working hard enough, she would challenge me. And there were times as a black man that I would say, I don't like this feeling of her making me uncomfortable in how I'm doing my life.
You like to be vulnerable.
Yeah. Because you're now forcing me to get into this area where I feel I can be attacked.
I don't want to feel.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel that. I had that handled. We do it. And you know what? A lot of people think men do that. They hold your feelings in, and women are the emotional ones. Women are verbally emotional about things that anger them.
Mm-hmm.
The things that hurt us, we hold that in.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that. Women hold hurt.
You got to be strong.
Because we're strong.
Down.
Yes, we're strong. We have to raise this nation. We have to provide if no one else, but we have to do all of these things when feeling like we're alone, right? So we can't say that hurts us. It's typical. It's normal. My mama went through it. My grandmama went through it. My great-grandma, I don't even know my great-grandma. Real stuff. That's where our ties be cut. So we do have a lot of mental issues in our communities. You give back though. You guys walk through the community and you give back. Let's talk about some of the ways that you kind of help the community look at itself and then add a positive spin to it, basically. All of the shit in it. Can I curse? I'm allowed to curse.
Oh, we can curse? All right, we can
shit. Let's talk about it.
I think the first thing is just, kind of how me and Mark connected was, that event that I said that we do with Beats with Bars, like, with just some of the connections that I have in the urban community. Sometimes you got some people in the room that's rough around the edges, and we have this event going on, but it's like
it's real issues within that.
And then it's like, yo, like y'all looking at this event that people got in here, but this same person might have not eaten yesterday, and he's here, but he might have been in the community waiting for you to get to your car, but instead he's working on his craft. So this is the outlet for you, for people who don't think they have, any type of talent, any other type of passion, because they're distracted by, what they believe they have to do for survival, just to take a night off and say, you know what, I want to go, be around some love. I want to go be around some people,
Isn't hip hop beautiful for that though?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what's amazing is I was a producer. I was a beat maker. Cause no disrespect here, but you're a producer. You do the whole thing. I'm making a beat, and if you don't like it, that's on you, buddy. I'm not changing it. The hi-hat is the way it is. That's just what it is. But I was a beat maker, right? I was a beat maker without any rappers. So I taught myself how to rap. But there's so many rappers without beat makers, and there's so many beat makers without rappers. So what you did was said, here and together. And when we leave here, y'all gonna take your little piece over here, and one of y'all gonna hook up with the other one, because you're the rapper that needs a beat maker, and you're the beat maker that needs a rapper, and it worked.
And that's exactly what happens over and over. He's worked with rappers that have been there. We've had other producers that didn't have, rappers to rap, put songs together with. We watched them put projects together just from meeting each other within our events.
Oh, that is magical. Is that not magical?
Yeah.
When you see that come to life, man, that's magical. It's kind of like this show.
Yeah.
It's magical.
Yeah.
It's magical. Anywho, let's talk about it, because you have a music video called Protect Our Queens.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And, that's a whole can of worms we could talk about for 7 days.
Yeah.
And 5 nights. But the basis of it is can cry, in my opinion, about the police killing us, Brianna, the police hurting us. But what about us hurting us? What about us spitting on our women? What about us cheating on our women? What about us hurting her so bad that now she is out of control? So let's talk about protecting our queens. Protect them from what? I asked you, my good men.
Protecting them from a lot of different things. I think I remember when we first started to have, having this conversation about putting this track together. It kind of stemmed from this narrative that we started to see. Even before, the murder of Breonna Taylor, there started to be this narrative and memes of, black women don't feel protected, we're nobody's protecting us, nobody's looking out for us. And me as a black man started to feel offended. Because I was like, I have, a mom, I have sisters, I have nieces, and we always make sure that, they good. Like, if this dude over here don't want to be with you, or we gonna make sure that, you took care of. So I started to have these conversations with some of my women friends, and I was like, why do you also support, this narrative? Like, you have a true group of friends, we always make you good. Why do you believe, you're not being protected? And we actually did an IG live and talked about it during the pandemic over the summer, and she broke it down to me that it's not just about you see somebody grabbing a woman's purse and you run over and punch them in the mouth.
Yeah.
She said when we talk about protection, we're talking about protection emotionally, we're talking about financially, we're talking about protection within the family structure, we're protection with you being taking into consideration all feelings, and it put up this whole outlook on the way that I perceive that statement. And, again, accountability. So I took a step back and said, okay, me feeling how I felt is a little bit selfish, because I needed to dive in and start to see it's not about how I feel, it's about what we should be doing as a community just to make sure that this specific group of individuals within our community is taken care of and not feeling ostracized from everybody else.
What you think, kid?
No, I'm totally agree with all of that. All alluded to the tutor. Like, we talked about that a lot. When he brought, like he said, when he brought the idea to me, I was just like, I didn't see it then. But as we were into the, into the makings of it, it became bigger than the song. Like, even though it's like even though people see it as a single, even now we're still having this conversation now. It's bigger than a song. So much things happen within our community since that song has happened. Where we lost some queens and things of that nature due to this type of stuff. It's needed. It's needed. So, and it starts at home. That type of a thing that starts at home.
Yes.
How you have structure and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I totally agree with you. I have a brother, and my big brother, he is amazing. Now, he's not always been the best big brother, but he has always been a great father. And what I love about him is he takes his daughters on dates. He goes and gets his manicure and his pedicure when they get their manicure and their pedicure.
Right.
He takes them on dates and he tells them how beautiful they are and how much he loves them, so that they don't have to depend on hearing that from another man. And I had not experienced that in my life until I seen my brother do it, right? So I have a son. My son is 29 now, and he is a father, but he has a son. But he has watched my brother be a great father, so he's a great father. My grandson doesn't know what it's like to wake up without his mother and father.
Right.
Every day.
It starts at home.
So it starts at home. People have to understand where home is. Home is not this place, this building where all your other people are. Home is inside self.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's get into it, because we can have this conversation. Protect our queens, Keith Chandler, and the Hitsystem. This video is... y'all just watch it. This is not your average CEO, K-Bay, and this is GoLiveTv on Grind City TV Live, baby. Let's go.
It's from the heart. Here we go. Real. Yeah. Man, I love R. Kelly's music, but I support the Me Too movement. That nasty motherfucker's looking stupid, so I mute him like, what the hell was that about? All that telling, but that's just can't support a pedophile. Cause I got 2 little sisters and some nieces. Come and hurt my family, I gotta tear you to pieces. Black women, that's special to me with tremendous features. But pay attention, cause there's a lot of shit that they teach us, like how they wanna be treated. But if they working just as hard as men, then at the table they should be seated in a space where they comfortable. Yeah, and they feeling safe, never worrying about sexual assault or rape. And if you on some creep shit, I gotta check him. Speaking for me, you're not doing that in my presence. Our queens should all be seen as precious. So it hurts when black women say they don't feel protected. It's selfish thinking, that statement offended me. So stop trying to silence their courage to speak. This ain't no act, so fuck Harvey Weinstein. I'm directing all the scenes to the change that they wanna see. Let's protect our streets and protect our peace. Last but not least, we gotta protect our queens. Since we come from the womb and we grow like seeds, damn right that we gotta protect our queens. Let's protect our queens. Talking by any means, and I ain't even saying that you gotta aim and squeeze, but protect our queens, yeah, yeah. Protect our queens, yeah, yeah.
Since we came off the slave ships, America severed us, pumping a theory that lead a family separated. Raped a woman and they raped us, now there's no trust in relations. Trauma from the mama and father haunted all of us for generations. We gotta fix the situation, let's start out with all of the basics. Cause we need therapy, can't love nobody till we love ourselves, that's mental clarity. Black women love unconditionally, but it's not charity. Especially when we both got trauma, they need solidarity. Never had a problem with interracial relationships, but your preference don't gotta be progressing, no racist shit. Those opinions followed by minions, becoming hatred quick. Caused by a couple, but all black men gon' have to pay for it. If pops ain't around, then love her like you love your mother. If moms ain't around, then love her like your mom should love you. Cause only they can understand the pressure that we under. So if you disrespect our queens, then we don't know each other.
Let's protect our streets and protect our peace. Last but not least, we gotta protect our queens. Since we come from the womb and we grow like seeds, damn right that we gotta protect our queens. Let's protect our queens. Talking by any means, and I ain't even saying that you gotta aim and squeeze, but protect our queens. Yeah, yeah. Protect our queens, yeah, yeah.
I'm only coming from a sacred place of honesty. Spoken strongly, so please bear with my apologies. My brother, we all suffer from a racial-prone economy. But why misogyny from those who share the same kind as me? Bone to bone, we share the rib from your inheritance. We ask for closure, but instead we get comparison. I used to ask why other kinds of women be on top. Must remind them of success while we remind them of they block. Shit, another black woman scorned. We not exotic, but yet we still the model of they vision board. Birth of a nation, our womb filled it with color. I probably am the closest of looking like Jesus' mother. All we ask is for support. We still love you as our kings. I know we all go through a lot, but we'll get by any means. We supposed to be a team, but some fouls get overlooked. Instead of taking shots at life, it's getting blasted to the foot. Kunta vibes is really a true surprise. I know it ain't y'all all, we just need more in size. Cause while we're called tricks and hoes in the rap rhymes, we at the protest, fighting for your front line. Black women have your back, please just let us in. Whether she's a Coretta Scott or a Little Kim. Melanated, we're united through our genes. Please, protect us queens. Damn.
You better get with the city. Network Roku. Submit. If you got the hotness and you wanna be on TV, submit. Hip hop, neo soul, reggae, smooth machine TV. Submit. We only play the best, cause we the best in indie TV. Submit. Y'all know who it is, reppin' PA Grass City TV. Submit. Grass City TV Network is taking music video submissions for rotation placement. Go to grindcitystudio@gmail.com. Send us your YouTube video URL and your artist name, and we'll get back at you. Airtime is also available for advertising. We're also taking submissions for new indie TV show series. Give K-Bay a call, 412-251-9620 for more information. Add us on Roku, Grind City TV Network. No Roku? See us on the net, grindcity.biz, and get the mobile app on Google Play. Submit. Oh, and we are back. And the brothers is here. And the brothers is here. And the brothers is here. And the sisters over here. This is not your average CEO. We got Keith Chandler and the Hitsystem. And I tell you, this has been fantastic. Now, before we get out of here, I'd like to know who shot that music video. And that was dope. And tell me a little bit about the sister that was on there as well.
All right, so the brother that shot the video is my man from Jersey City, Pressure Online. Me and him connected on our first video, I want to say about a year ago, and since then we've done 5 music videos, and every time it's been of high quality. So they can follow him on YouTube, Pressure Online Media. He's done videos with, pretty much everybody that you can name over here on the East Coast. Uncle Murder, Casanova, a lot of people, to name it. He travels too, so if you need services, he'll definitely come and make sure he gets you in the right position.
That's what's up. Well, tell me about the sister.
Oh, so yeah, the 2 features that I have on here are Samad Savage, who's also really dope, from Montana, New Jersey. And then we have Nada, and Nada is somebody that, when it came to picking, the female counterpart of this video, that we really had to, as a team, collectively, what's the word I'm looking for? Not review, but I guess for lack of a better term. And we've seen some of the work that she's done. We've seen, the bars have always been, up to par, and just her approach to the song was just so. In the conversation that we had, she called me from the studio, was like, this is what I have. Is this fine? And I'm telling her, I'm encouraging her, please, I promise you, do not hold back. I want you to dig deep and, cut through those layers. And when we got this back, we were because we were trying to figure out the placement of each verse. And when she said it back, it was like, that's last.
Shut it down. It's over. It's over. That's it. There's nothing else you can say. Don't say nothing else, bro. Don't say nothing else.
And I don't do a lot of features. So whenever I do features for people, I'm always trying to put them honestly in a better situation than I am as the rapper, because I want them to shine. You only get one shot. I have a couple of other shots on my project. So
I'd love to do a feature for you, but I don't rap that good, bro. I just be like, put the guns down. Put them down. That shit. Put them down. Yeah, you just put me on the hook. I'm the hot chick.
Like MOP?
NEO. Like the NEO remix.
Yeah, I'm the NEO dude. Alright, so tell people where they can get both of your albums, and especially the Soul Needs Healing album. How many tracks is on it?
6. It's a 20-minute listen.
So you just put it on repeat, and just let it vibe out, is basically what you're saying.
That's what a lot of people said they've been doing, so we appreciate that.
And they're not lying, bro. They're not lying. It's dope. Hey, Hit, I need one of your beats so I can do a repetitive rap on it.
You got it.
Be free, that's the whole jam, but I need one, family.
On the way, you got
it. Now, tell everybody where they can find your music.
So right now we're pushing the Soul Needs Healing, and it's on all streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on Audio Mac, anywhere that you listen to music, YouTube. So if you want to listen to it, please, follow us on Instagram, go to our bio. You can hit the links in our bio, or just go to your music streaming application.
And y'all can see it right at the bottom of the screen, how to follow them. Follow them on Instagram. Follow us us on Instagram. Download Grind City TV Network on your Roku TV or device. Shameless plug, sister goes in. Now, I got one more question for both of y'all, and then I got one last question for Keith. So for both of you, I'm a 12-year-old young man. I just got hair in places, and I'm looking up to you. What do you tell me?
I would say, number one, I know it sounds cliche, but believe in yourself. Because there's a lot of people that are going to be doing this, you know, and I can say, at least from my experience, I had a lot of people tell me things I couldn't do that I went and did, you know, from making my high school basketball team to going and obtaining a doctorate. And most of the time with the conversations I have within myself. So trust yourself, bet on yourself, and I promise you, you'll most likely hit it 10 out of 10 times.
And you hit?
I would say basically almost the same thing. Believe in yourself and not listen to anybody else. Have a plan, understand what a plan is, and just really following through every plan, seeing it through. Do not stop until it's done, because when it's done, you'll be feeling accomplished, and it's easier to go on to the next thing, and then the next thing. And so just knock out the plan. Don't stop. Just knock out the plan. And if you are going to get a team, build yourself around humble-like individuals that have mindsets like you, that are thinking like you. Stay in that same realm, and don't deter yourself from the other outsiders. Stay away from it, and stay in that zone with that team. Don't let nobody else come and infiltrate that team. That's it.
Strong, because you know what? History has shown us, when you look at the 5 heartbeats, you know, bro or not, the Temptations, Death Row, New Edition, as soon as an outside entity, whether it be drugs or alcohol or people or European women, slide that in there, slides up in the scene, things get a little scary.
Yes.
And we begin to doubt what we set out to do with each other.
Yeah.
So either start alone and build slow, but always keep your vision in the front, or start with that team and you nail down that team. And if they don't want to be nailed down, get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Everybody has time for that, because you wasn't like-minded anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right. She probably would have tore it up, but so I'm going to turn it down. I got one more question for you. Can I get a 16? Go.
Nah, I don't rap for free. I got Cash App though. Nah, I'm messing with you. Here we go.
Hold on. Before you even think, because you know what? I interviewed Silk the Shocker. And he said that to me. I asked him for 16 bars and he said, I don't rap for free.
You need to cut it out.
Still getting paid right now, or I don't hear him rapping, or I don't know.
Hey, Silk, if you watch this, you need to cut it out.
He said I don't rap for free. I got it all. I still got the video. I ain't lying. I just looked at him like,
hey, man, I watched the Chronicles. They said Master P treated y'all well, so
You got it.
anywho, can I get a 16?
I got you. All
Let's
right.
go.
The winners never lose when the money's up. Sapphire gems with gin is in a double cup. I'm 08 Wayne, lean, somehow I standing up. Joku shuffle cars, I'm a shark, they better double up. And AC, I'm a legend when I visit Trump. Never touch Ye, so no way I ever visit Trump. I never shake hands with demons when the flames are up. They grip the Mac and never lying, so no making up. It's so easy. Shit has been remedial. The doctor rapper graduated. Now I play the teacher role. Known to make the speakers blow. Strictly independent. I support the groundwork. They calling me rapping sneaker souls. Doing this for all of those who need to know. Never skip leg day. I run shit. My speed is gold. Still relying on the track to meet the team though. Emulate Olympians. Compete for all the weaker bros.
See, Silk, I don't need you. I don't need you, Silk. I don't need you, Silk. I got kids. Hey, you brothers hanging there. I'm going to close this show. I'll hang tight. But it's been fabulous. Thank you. Oh, wait, before I go, you guys got any shout-outs you want to give? Any shout-outs to anybody out there? Go.
I want to shout out my company, True and Living. Andy Curlin, Maul. Also want to shout out my cousin P Dot, somebody that I consider my partner in Rhyme, Spaz and Flow. Check out Boss in the Car on Instagram. He has this dope thing where he freestyles. He's got like 200 freestyles on Instagram right now, so check that out. He's also somebody I think would be great on your platform as well. Okay,
send them over.
We'll do.
What about you, Hit?
Shout out my other home base, TNH, the guy, the Hits Council, TNL, my new home. But the Hits Council, shout out my brother Syfe. He's an author. He's coming out with his other book called The Bottom. You should check him out. Shout out my brother Jay Scholar. That's it, man. The whole team. You already know Cash Cow Films. Everybody. Shout out Ballhead. I see you in the back. I know you're making noise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shout out Dev. You already.
I appreciate you. Y'all ain't give me no shout out. Don't make me come to Jersey.
Shout out Grind City TV, man.
I will come to Jersey.
We appreciate Pittsburgh.
To ride the elevators out there in Jersey. That's a bad, fam. Thank you so much, you guys. Hang in there. I'm going to close this show out. Stay put. Let's go, my good people. I told you it was a banger. I told you it was a great banger. Stay on my grind, so I'm gonna win. I stay on my grind, so I'm gonna win. We stay on our grind, so we gonna win. If you down, come on. I don't need no new friends, but I take some interviews. If you bring us some good news and you inspire my people and don't deliver no evil, that's what GoLiveTv is all about. Uplifting my people with their message. Yo, shout out to Keith Chandler and the Hitsystem. My name is Not Your Average CEO K-Bay, and I'm just here to say, yeah, that's a wrap. Yeah, I was born in May, a week before Memorial Day. I came out of rap, bro. I couldn't help it, man. My mom just set me up. I've been set up from the gate. It's just, that ain't right, man. I'm trying to tell. Anywho, check us out. Grind City TV Network. If you have a Roku TV or device, that's the way you can add us. Grind City TV Network. If you do not have a Roku TV or device, it's cool. If you got an Android like the broke mug over here, because it seemed like people gotta have money. If you got an iPhone, you broke or whatever. I ain't got no iPhone. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money, so I ain't got no iPhone. Okay, so I got an Android, and my app is on Androids. Download the app on Google Play for free. Grind City TV. And if you do have a iPhone, just go to the browser, type in grindcity.biz, watch all our shit, on demand list and rotation play. Check us out. I am Not Your Average CEO K-Bay. This has been Grind City TV featuring GoLiveTv, featuring Keith Chandler and the Hitsystem. Y'all know y'all liked it, so just go ahead and share it. Don't be acting like that. Just share it. I'll see y'all soon. Happy New Year, my good people. We got through 2020, but step away from the BS. Elevate. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid to change, because that is the one thing that's constant. Change. And the other thing is, time gonna keep moving, so you're either gonna catch up or get left behind. It's that serious. I'm trying to be ahead of the shit, so that's why I keep doing this shit. Let's go. I'll see y'all soon. Check us out on the web, the TV, and your phone. Peace. What is happening? All right.
Affiliates, we go hard. Shout out to all the Grind City TV affiliates. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Is you down? Is you down? Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Look around, you'll see. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. You know we got that illness, that realness. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Don't play with the ill, come with the realness. Grind City affiliates, we go hard. Representing the grind in all the cities across the world. Tri-City affiliates, we go hard. Tri-City affiliates, we go hard.